I'm Charlotte McLeod. I'm here with Diamond Investing News this morning with Ken Armstrong from North Arrow Minerals. To start off, can you give us a quick overview of North Arrow and your strategy?
Sure, thanks Charlotte. Yeah, we're a diamond exploration company, and over the last year we've been focused on a strategy of identifying good quality diamond exploration projects in Canada and tying those with experienced people who've had success in exploring for and developing diamond deposits in North America and Canada, and backing that up with some solid financial backing from our investors.
So when we talked in June at the Cambridge House show, you said investors should expect results from your Pikoo Project. Can you tell me about your project and what you found?
Sure, yeah, Pikoo, it's located in Saskatchewan. It's a project, it's about halfway between La Ronge, Saskatchewan and Flin Flon, Manitoba. A large property area that where a series of kimberlite indicator mineral trains had been identified by Stornoway Diamond Corporation, and we acquired an option to earn an interest in the project by drilling the targets that they defined. In July, we did that program. We drilled 2,000 meters and we identified kimberlite in 9 of the 10 holes that we drilled, which was a very positive result. And then we just recently announced the diamond results from the main body that we discovered called PK150. And those diamond results for an initial discovery in a new area in Canada were really quite positive. We submitted about a 210 kilogram sample of kimberlite from PK150 and recovered 745 diamonds, including 23 diamonds greater than 0.85 millimeters, which is quite a positive result. Total carat weight of those plus 0.85 millimeter diamonds was just over 0.28 carats from a 210 kilogram sample, and we're quite pleased with that. It means that we have indeed discovered a new diamond district in Canada, and certainly one that warrants further exploration.
Okay, that sounds great. So can you tell me why these results are significant and how they compare to other early stage diamond discoveries in Canada?
Yeah, I mean, they're significant because this is an area where kimberlites have not previously been discovered, and it's a brand new discovery. It's the first kimberlite found in the area, and with such positive diamond results, it's not common. The results compare well to other sort of exploration stage kimberlites in Canada. They compare well, for instance, to the Kennedy Lakes, Faraday and Kelvin kimberlites in the Northwest Territories. I think that's a fair comparison. Both are hypoabyssal kimberlites, which means they're magmatic and they've been emplaced in the same way. And with those sorts of comparisons, I think the other important thing is those are kimberlites that were actually found in the 1990s, and I think Kelvin and Faraday were found in 1999 and 2000. So these discoveries don't happen often. It's not a common occurrence to find kimberlites and find kimberlites with diamonds. So really it's the first kimberlite. We're only 10 holes into drilling the property, and we've already had a significant diamond result, and we think that's quite important.
Okay. So North Arrow has the right to earn an 80% interest in Pikoo. Can you give me an update on where you are with that?
Yeah, thank you. So it was an option agreement that we completed with Stornoway, or acquired from Stornoway, where we could earn an 80% interest, essentially by completing the next logical exploration program, which was defined as drilling 2,000 meters, and then if we discovered any kimberlite, testing those bodies for diamonds. So with the recent diamond results, we've done that, and we now need to provide a notice to Stornoway to give them notification that we have completed that option work program and will have vested at an 80% interest. At that time, Stornoway will have a one-time back-in right where they could buy back 20% and increase their interest from 20 to 40% by paying us 3 times the cost of the exploration program. And that's a 60-day period from the time we deliver the notice. And I'd expect we'd deliver the notice by the end of November.
Okay, good. So what are the next steps for the Pikoo Project moving forward? How does it fit into your overall portfolio?
Well, the next steps will be, obviously there's the corporate thing to sort out and get the joint venture into place, and then we'll be sitting down and working with Stornoway to come up with an exploration program for 2014. There are other targets on the property. There's more work to define more targets on the property. As I mentioned, it's quite a large area, and we think there's very good potential to find more, and so that's what the program will be geared for. It'll be something that we develop over the next few months, and it fits quite well within our overall property portfolio. As I mentioned, with our strategy, it was multiple diamond projects that we were looking to pull together, and we think that this really validates what we're trying to do. That there's not a lot of people exploring for diamonds in Canada right now, just in the current market. And with our group's expertise and our ability to identify and evaluate opportunities, we've been able to come up with a portfolio of projects that have had significant previous exploration dollars spent on them, and have moved the project to the point of just pre-discovery, or in the case of our Kilaluga project, where there's actually a resource and a grade. The next stage project is one of more advanced nature to get a large enough sample for diamond valuation. So overall, the results validate that what we're doing makes sense, that with modest expenditures on the back of previous work, we can add significant value to these projects.
Okay, great. So recently you closed a $5.45 million private placement financing. What is that money going to go towards?
The bulk of that money is targeted for the bulk sample program we'll do at our Kilaluga project in Nunavut. There we have a kimberlite called Q1 to 4. It's quite large. We have an inferred resource there that's over 48 million tons. It grades greater than a half carat per ton. And it's located within 7 kilometers of the coast of the Arctic Ocean in the community of Repulse Bay in Nunavut. And so it's well located, it's big, it has a good grade, but what we don't know is what are these diamonds worth, what's the value. And so we've got about a $3.5 million budget to go up next summer. We've mobilized some of the fuel and some of the materials we need for this program. And we're going to, in July of 2014, collect 1,000 to 1,500 tons, and to get a 500 carat parcel to get a proper valuation on what the stones are worth. We think the diamonds look quite good in the parcel that's been recovered so far. They look like good, typical Canadian diamond goods. But we think there's a bit of a sweetener there, which really could help the project, in that there's a population of yellow diamonds, and they've been looked at and are considered fully saturated yellow fancies. And if they are shown to carry on into the larger diamond sizes that we'll see with a bigger sample, they could have a significant positive impact on the overall valuation. So that's the bulk of the money that we just raised and what it's going to go towards. And then we also have about another $1 million or so left of that. It was targeted for our other exploration projects, which would include Pikoo, and certainly the diamond results there indicate we will be doing more work. But we also have a number of, two other projects in the Lac de Gras area. So it's a region that's some of the richest diamond deposits in the world are located there. We have an option agreement with Dominion Diamonds, who are the part owner of the Diavik diamond mine and the majority owner of the Ekati mine now. And they've completed a very aggressive exploration program on that property. They spent about $3 million doing an overburden RC drilling program. We're going to get the results from that in the next few weeks. And then also our redemption project in the Lac de Gras area, which is an option agreement we have with a company called Arctic Star, who spent about $12 million chasing and defining what we think is sort of the last big, well-defined, unsourced kimberlite indicator train in the Lac de Gras region, and that's a real priority for us as well.
Okay, very exciting. So finally, what should investors be watching for in the next 6 months from North Arrow?
Well, I think that in the near term, as I mentioned, we have work to report from that Dominion's completed at the Lac de Gras project. At Redemption as well, we completed an airborne gravity survey there, where we have a number of targets. We did some till sampling, and we're doing a big database compilation because it is the Lac de Gras region. There's been a lot of work done, and so we're going through that process, which will come up with targets. So I think from a news point of view, there'll be news from both of those projects, as well as two of our newer projects that we call Mel and Lux, which are located in Nunavut. And both of those were acquired over existing indicator mineral trains that are unsourced, and we went and did some of our own work to try and better define those this year. So there'll be news from that. And then we'll be rolling into 2014, planning for the big sample from Kilaluga, reporting on sort of timing for that, but we expect it to be July. And then obviously following up on the results from Pikoo as well, and the exploration program there. So sort of a little bit of results for the remainder of 2013, and then that'll roll into our plans moving forward into next year.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for speaking with me today.
Yeah, thanks very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Great.